Hello YouTube, this is Crosscheck and welcome to another Thursday update from the Microsoft Flight Simulator team. I hope all of you are safe in these difficult times. Everything around me seems to be breaking apart in unimaginable ways, but I'm still here and that is something to be thankful for. Anyway, let's jump into the details of this new update while we enjoy some new pretty pictures on the background. The alpha numero 5 has been released and the closed beta is now on final testing. In this new alpha release we have lots of improvements, bug fixes and of course an updated list of known issues. The development team's main focus on this last update has been on the community feedback, bug fixing and an overall polish pass. They make great emphasis on the polishing being done on all aircraft, airports, scenery and weather. You can check out the list of all improvements following the link in this video's description. The improvements I found worth mentioning are: in the flight model department, there is an improved engine and propeller effects on all propeller aircraft, flap lift and drag adjustments on all aircraft, fly-by-wire improvements, this being a A320 thing, and an improvement on the ground effect formula for a more realistic behavior. The A320 still has been experiencing a very aggressive autopilot, should have been toned down on this update. It also had some silly issues like the autopilot 2 engaging with the autopilot 1 was engaged, sometimes the approach would not be followed correctly or the engines would shut off if you adjusted the fuel mid-flight. Adjusting the fuel mid-flight is not something I condone, but yeah, issues as such should be now fixed. Now jumping into the Queen of the Skies, the 747, we also got some nice fixes. The most interesting ones to me would be the fixing of a weird behavior with the vertical speed, which caused the aircraft to climb and descend kinda erratically. Also, when spawning the aircraft, the front wheel would spawn in the air. That has been fixed. The aircraft was also overshooting turns when following the flight plan. It should also be fixed. I am really happy to hear this one. When engaging the autopilot, the aircraft may have started to rock from left to right. That should now be fixed, except one aircraft, but we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Let's now talk about the fixes for multiplayer. One of the main issues has been pilots not being able to see other pilots on multiplayer, kind of game-breaking indeed. That hopefully has now been fixed, as well as making changes to the custom weather settings. They should now be applied to all group members inside the session, which of course was not happening. And well, we have many more fixes, but those were the ones I found the most interesting. We do also have a couple of known issues. They are not that many, but I'm gonna just mention a couple of them that I found interesting. The 747 is giving a terrible bank angle performance when utilizing the auto bank. It can be giving out about 5 degrees instead of the 25 or 30 that it should. The DA40 is still having that left and right rocking experience. And yeah, those are the ones I found to be more interesting. The others are same old, same old. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the closed beta. It should arrive to us this month on the 30th. That is going to be a Thursday, of course. If you currently are a alpha tester, you will automatically have access to the closed beta. If you are not a alpha tester, the team will be sending out new invitations for the closed beta participation. Let's now have a look at the new Feedback Snapshot. As you may know, the Feedback Snapshot basically represents the most requested stuff from the community towards the Flight Simulator team. We have 10 points under 3 categories, which are top community questions, top alpha issues, and the top community wish list. From the 10 questions, we only have official and complete information regarding 2, which are what are the minimum specs in order to play the simulator, which now we know that we need at least Windows 10, at least a Ryzen 3, a NVIDIA GTX 770, 2 gigs of VRAM, 8 gigs of RAM, 150 gigs of disk space, and a bandwidth of at least 5 megabits per second. The other answered question is, will there be nav data? And what will the update frequency be? Indeed, there will be nav data provided by NavBlue, a Airbus company, and it will be updated with the same frequency as the AirAC cycles in real life. So that's just perfect. But we still have 8 questions that have been left unanswered, which are: what is the total aircraft and airport list? Is there a Bing Maps improvement plan, and what would be the frequency of the updates that we can expect there? Will there be a campaign mode or some kind of progression? Will we have a damage model? Will the airports be fully functional? When can we pre-order the sim and when will it be released? And what is the pricing model going to be like? Still questions that we don't really have answers for, or at least not all of the details that we are searching for. Hopefully we will be getting more info on all this pretty soon. Now moving into the top alpha issues, 6 out of 10 issues should have now been addressed and fixed. These are many great issues with the A320, issues with the in-game cameras, peripherals not being supported, problems with the fly-by-wire model, pitch and yaw inertia and stability issues, and world airport data offsets. The issues still to be fixed are many great issues with the 747, insufficient draw distance from other planes online, manual caching still not being available, and some terrain DEM issues. Let's now jump into the top wish list. We start with the community wanting third-party content and great SDK, and so far the team has been letting us know that indeed we are going to be getting this, but they have not officially shown us the third-party content that will be available at launch, which supposedly there is going to be quite a bit out there to choose from. Another wish is for us to have AI traffic. We do know we have some type of AI traffic, but we are not sure of what level of AI we are talking about. We also want to have not only air traffic control, but brilliant air traffic control. We have heard some stuff regarding machine learning being tested for the use of this simulator in the ATC, but we are still missing all those sweet details on how this is going to work or what were the results of the testing of the machine learning ATC. We also want gliders and helicopters, of course, and as far as I'm concerned, they are not working on them for the time being. They intend to in the future, but that does not mean that we may not find great gliders or helicopters at launch or close to launch by third-party developers. We also want missions, which was discussed in the top questions. We want support for advanced setups and all types of peripherals, which in theory we should be getting. We want all seasons to be present in the simulator, be well simulated, which it has been hinted that we will be getting nice seasons in a little video where they showed snow building up and melting away. We do want shared cockpit functionality, which also has been kind of teased in a little leak where in some code there was some mention of shared cockpits. It is expected we will have this functionality available to us, but no official word on it just yet. So yeah, we may not get it, but I think we will. This is a speculation nonetheless. And of course, we want VR and track IR in our new simulator. And we know for a fact that they are working hard on achieving this, but it is unknown if we will be getting any of these features on release. And this is pretty much it for today's update. Next update in a week, but in the next couple of days I should be posting some quite interesting stuff on this channel, so be sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell button to be notified. I want to take this time to send special thanks to my Patreons. Thank you so very much for sticking around even in these extremely hard times. Your support is truly unmeasurable. Thanks Punda, Low Barbagita, Eastern Hops, Stephen Cotting, Ron Miller, and Fleming Didriksson. Many thank yous to you all. That is all from me for today. Happy flying, stay safe, cross check out.